Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're getting back to the same album of Deep Purple. It's called Fireball. And we'll do the next song, which is called No One Came. And actually no one came to my stream, but it is Wilson here. So Wilson came. So let's discover the song together and see what it is about.
I'm only starting. I think it won't take too long. Maybe it's because I can see you laughing. I think you've got it wrong. Maybe I could be like Robin Hood, like an outlaw dressed all in green. Someone said, what's he gonna turn out like? Someone else said, never mind. More than twice as old as all the cats I'd ever seen. I grew my hair and bought a suit of shiny white. It wasn't cream. I shook and shivered and danced and quivered and stood on the mountaintop.
I'm sorry, I need to pause, but the bass. You hear that bass, Wilson? It's crazy. Mr. Glover is like good bassman. If that he used the bass with the pick, well, like most basses, they don't like using the pick with the bass, but I like what he's doing here.
Maybe it's because I'm only starting. I think it won't take too long. Maybe it's because I can see you laughing. I think you've got it wrong. Maybe I could be like Robin Hood, like
Robin Hood?
Dressed all in green. Someone said, what's he gonna turn out like? Someone else said, never mind. Well, I was big and bold and more than twice as old as all the cats I'd ever seen. I grew my hair and bought a suit of shiny white. It wasn't cream. I shook and shivered and danced and quivered and stood on the mountaintop. No one came from miles around and said, man, your music is really hot. Well, I knew what they meant because I was a freak. Oh, my throat was tired and warm. My pretty face just looked out of place as they poured on the scorn. I wrote on yellow paper from a man who was king. He said my boy will have some crazy scenes. There weren't any scenes at all like he was talking about. Yeah, he must have been the king of queens. Well, I could write a million songs about the things I've done, but I could never sing them so they'd never get sung. Well, there's a law for the rich and one for the poor, and there's another one for singers. It's die young and live much longer and spend your money and sit and wonder. No one came from miles around.
I'm sorry, I don't know where to pause, but those drums beats, that drums kick. Can you hear it? It just
Said, man,
it hits in my soul.
Is really funky. say things as they really are. But if I told the truth.
By the way, it's became like a staple now in Deep Purple. Every time, like, Blackmore solo with the guitar, fantastic one, and it's getting followed by a John Lord keyboard. Oh my, I need a fucking keyboard. I wanna learn, like, hearing John Lord on the key makes me wanna learn the key.
Nothing but the truth. Could I ever be a star? Nobody knows who's real and who's faking. Everyone's shouting out loud. It's only the glitter and shine that gets through. Where's my Robin Hood outfit? Well, I've come and I've gone before your winking eye. And no one even cared enough to say goodbye. The money's good and the times you have fun and games galore, but you spend your money and you're lying bed forgotten and wonder what you did it for. No one came from miles around and said, man, who's he?
Let's pause a bit, like, can be a new Ari, I don't know, like, I like Ari, it's good, but for me, I don't know, I don't have like that knowledge on like trap music and stuff, and every time I touch for making like some beats, they turn to become a metal beats. I am metalhead to the core, so every time I'm trying to make something, I will include like some riffs or something like that. I'm more about dark scales in music. What the hell? What John Lord is doing with the keyboard? This is like magic. I wanna hear this again. What the heck? Very cool. Wow. I can declare, like, for now, with all those albums I listened to from Deep Purple, like my most favorite keyboard player of all time, I can proudly say, is John Lord. The man is crazy on the keyboard, like his solos part, his rhythmic part, everything he do. Just, I don't know, that man he breathed music somehow. This song, by the way, it was so I lost the word. Like, it's super energetic. I love it. It makes me wanna dance, headbang, and forget everything and start dancing with them. And here again, Deep Purple, they don't let me down. So we get to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.